Tonight is a scrim match. It's a friendly and competitive practice between two clans. It's RIP versus 6GA. There's a couple of random players in there as well to help fill the numbers. But for the most part, it's RIP versus 6GA. My cat, I was scared then that I didn't actually have admin mode. So, it's RIP versus 6GA, practice scrim match. It's a friendly, but they're still going to take it seriously. They're still going to be playing to win, obviously. You can see the map we're taking place on. It's on Dornworth 02. RIP probably arranged this. They want to get some practice in. There are still 2 European games to be played in the ladder, even though the finals have been played. RIP versus the King's German Legion. They still need to play their runners-up matches for 3rd and 4th place. So RIP probably arranged this, you know, trying to get some extra practice in before their game against King's German Legion. So beginning, I don't know if we're playing 1 or 2 matches tonight, but on this round, 6GA is on the defense. You can see they're starting at the warehouse, Dornworth. That warehouse is basically a castle. It can be quite difficult to take. It's a huge map as well. The Germans are at the disadvantage at the beginning. They have to travel all the way from Maine. Their tanks are going to take at least 5 minutes to get there. Let's look at the RIP. So the RIP set up at the moment. They're bringing out a big Churchill at the beginning. They're bringing out a hard, heavy punching type. They've got an MSP. Looks like it's heading north. They've also got the Sherman. Both tanks have got a 4-man crew, I believe. That's the mortars over there. That's going to be their mortars and their logi, I can tell. There is a half track that looks like that's probably going to rush and get into position. Oh, it's a steward, sorry, not a Sherman, a steward. Followed by an MSP, and then the command car has 2 extra people in it. Probably a squad lead and a radio man so they can get in position. So there we go. Starting phase is over. You can see the logi heading straight south with Meat Shield leading the truck, followed by 2 individuals. They're probably going to be the mortar team. Frank is dead at the beginning. Unlucky Frank. Look at this column going out. Are we playing a real life event here? Are we playing a simulator event? What's going on? Why is everything looking so neat? So you can see a big push coming out straight from the main base. The steward going straight down the main road. MSP with Mac. Half track in front. Command car leading the charge with TJ Infantry, Waffle, and the other name is blurred. Transport vehicle behind, and then the Churchill pushing across the field. We've got an MSP heading in the north, probably going to go on the flank. But immediately, straight for the cap, TJ Infantry, Waffle driving in very close. They're going to drive straight into some 6J infantry here. They're going on that rush as fast as they can. They're going to drive real close. Immediately, they're going to be spotted. There are scouts in the area, and there goes the half track. Half track goes straight down to AT. Very risky, big play here, placing a rally so close to the defenders. So they've already lost the half track. Then half a squad gets wiped by a machine gun emplacement. Hazel goes down. Another rally going up there for RIP. But look, Churchill taking a hit. The Churchill already down to about 75% of its health. It gets clapped by a Shrek from the side in the tree lines. Good shot there from the steward, the tank. The steward firing in, hitting on the infantry in the tree lines. So it looks like RIP's goal at the beginning was to secure this compound as fast as they could. And it looks like they are going to do that. They've cleared out the compound for the most part, but there is infantry on the south side still in the tree lines. I'm just going to take to the air. You can see more of the RIP guys pushing forward. Reinforcements coming in. It looks like 6J expected a flank in the south. They actually have an infantry squad in the south. Maybe expecting a MSP to go in the south. So they have infantry out of position, but those infantry can push north and they can flank on RIP themselves. RIP still with the big strong push straight through, taking the compound. Laszlo moving in here. He's close by. TJ, Duck, and Dave. Okay, okay, yeah, no, that's fine, TJ, JT, sorry, and Moby might need you know, have their hearing and eyes tested after that. The steward's still pushing forward, and there goes Lasso. Lasso finally goes down, shot by Dave or JT. The steward firing on the cap now, bombarding in. Good shots going in. They need to act quick before those German tanks get here. Once the Germans heavy arrive, And once the Logi teams arrive and the MSPs arrive for the 6GA, it's going to be incredibly hard for Rip. They've got an uphill battle from there on. Yablinski, obviously Yablinski, who isn't aware of Yablinski at this point? Yablinski, a star player from the EU tournament. Guy making himself known as pretty much the shroud of Post Scriptum. Incredible aim, incredible infantry player there. Have to watch out for Yablinski this game, see if he goes on any hot streaks. The Steward has taken a little bit of damage, but is putting shots down range. The Steward only worth 5 tickets, and it can go down to basically 1 shot from anything. So the Steward, you know, already making value for it. It's got a few infantry kills. It's supported its infantry. So the Steward doing a good job. And there's that 6J infantry that went to the south. It's now looping behind, and there they are. Look at them. Nuffle and Schmidt found the transport, or is it the MSP? They found the MSP. Mac is nearby. Mac's trying to defend the MSP. Mac gets sprayed down by an MG. There is a Churchill nearby and a command car. Waffle the commander. Can Waffle save the MSP? MSP's got a man on it. There goes the MSP. Waffle doing his best. He's spraying. Waffle's now under fire from that MG. He did hit the shot on Schmidt, but I believe the bomb was placed on the MSP, so the MSP will go down. No, maybe. Did the bomb not get planted? I guess not. Nuffle goes down. Nuffle killed himself, I think. So the MSP has been saved. Not quite sure what happened with that mine placement. Back towards the front line. The Steward is still alive. I love seeing these smaller tanks, these underdog tanks. I love them. They're really close to a rally here. They might be able to tell that the rally's nearby. Good kill there. He's drove on top of the rally. He must have spotted the rally. Did he spot the rally? Guns turning around. My video has just finished rendering, so that's perfect. What an evening. There goes down the rally. 6J are on the warehouse. Great initial push here by Rip. They're really throwing everything forward early on, and that's what they need to do. This warehouse is a stronghold. It's basically a castle. It's a fortress. They need to be quick getting in here. Steward's still alive, and that will be German artillery. You can see the German artillery coming down. It's actually a good placed artillery because it's got a bunch of infantry kills there. Cutting off the infantry reinforcements for Rip. Good artillery from 6GA. Meanwhile, let's look at behind 6GA. The first logistics truck has arrived and dropped off supplies. The German commander is now here. So those assets are starting to arrive for 6GA, meaning it's going to get harder and harder for Rip. Transport vehicle driving in now. Transport vehicle going YOLO at this point. He's driving just to try to get infantry forward so they can start getting on this cap. Crashes in. Steward is still alive. This Steward still being alive is actually incredible. Yablinski's gone down. This Steward is doing an incredible job. Who is in this Steward? It's a 4-man crew. Dino, Serious Dad, 10-pin, and I can't make out the last name. I'm sorry. The names get blurred in vehicles. They all get mashed together. Aragon flanking in here. Aragon, a radio man. Mortars coming on point. I'm not sure whose mortars those will be. I think it'll be Rip mortars. Rip have a reputation for having incredibly accurate mortars. So I would not be surprised if that's the mortars from Rip shelling the cap there. Meanwhile, what's going on over here? I can see a 6GA tank. It's the Churchill, Gizmo, and Cake. Looks like they've been flanked by a King Tiger. The Churchill is in very bad shape here. The Churchill's probably going to go down to this King Tiger. King Tiger's on the flank. Easy ammo rack for that King Tiger. Smack in the side? No. Churchill's alive a little bit longer, but he is going to go down. Or will he one-shot? Will he ammo rack the King Tiger in return? Churchill's trying. He knows the King Tiger's there. Boom, one shot. He did weaken the King Tiger, and there goes the Churchill. He did get a shot on the King Tiger, though, so it is temporarily a little bit damaged. So that's actually, you know, it's a King Tiger. Any damage on a King Tiger is good. You can't argue with that. So Churchill goes down. Meanwhile, is that a second King Tiger? Don't tell me they've got 2 King Tigers. Oh, 6GA operating 2 King Tigers. Wow. 6GA rolling the dice and getting the perfect roll there. D20. Scoring that critical. They get 2 King Tiger 2s. Wow. Okay. This is going to be an incredibly hard challenge now for the Rip armor. 6GA are probably some of the best tanking squads in the game currently. They showed throughout the European ladder how coordinated their tank crews are. And the fact that now Rip are against 2 King Tigers is going to make it incredibly difficult for them. Rip still have a few bodies on point. It's kind of 50-50. 6 GA is pulling bodies on. There's Lemon. There's Red. Lemon, Red, Charlie. They're pushing in. The King Tiger in the north, in the south here, on the spot. Big Rip squad going down there. Batmoon's still alive. Super 7, Tree Hacker, Snow all moving in. So it's 50-50 for the warehouse at the moment. Where are the reinforcements going to come in? There is a command car. TJ Waffle in the command car again. Looks like Nufflin and Seb moved in to re-secure the farmstead here. So Rip have actually lost the initial farmstead. And it looks like their momentum temporarily has been halted. The initial big push from Rip to steamroll over that cap has... Oh, no, wait, they take the cap. Why didn't I get... Okay, that must be a bug in the notification. I didn't get any notifications saying that the cap was taken. I guess that's an admin bug. But no, sorry, Rip has actually taken the first cap. Strange. It didn't tell me if it was neutralized or captured. That is... never seen that before. But Rip, okay. Going back, Rip secured the first cap. Their plan of action at the beginning was to hit and hit hard. 6GA placed squads in the south in the trees and on the north, expecting a flank. And that flank never came. Rip just decided they're going to punch and they're going to punch hard. They got arguably the hardest cap on this map. One of the hardest caps on this map, the warehouse. They got it quickly. They secured it within the first 5 minutes. So time has gone to 48 minutes. Tickets are basically even. Rip did lose a Churchill. So that is a big asset they lost. They also lost a steward. Hopefully Rip has something to deal with these King Tigers. They're going to need a Firefly or they're going to need something that allows them to ammo rack these King Tigers. Be it a Churchill or a Cromwell. Hellcat. If they get a Wolverine, I feel bad for them. But yeah, Rip doing a good job here. Pushing forward. Snow is right next to a rally. They have a command car, so that's an easy 10 tickets. If they decide to destroy the command car, looks like they are. Batmoon's destroying the command car. They found the rally as well. I hope they found the rally. Please, you must have found the rally. Brown, you found the rally? Jupiter, anyone found the rally? No? No? Snow gets shot in the back. Sniper in the trees still. Was that Razavicki? Who is that? I can't see his name. Razavicki. Batmoon has found the rally, so the rally is going down as well. Get those gaming headsets so you can hear sound cues. So important. So 6GA fallen back onto the second cap. They're starting to move squads into the buildings. They are already getting hit by mortars. Look at Red going down there by mortars. The Rip mortars firing it on point already. Rocker moving in. Rocker lone man. I don't know what he is. Rocker's usually AT. I would not be surprised if Rocker is an AT here. Looking to get on this King Tiger. Rocker specializes in killing tanks. That's his job. He's got the mine out. We'll stay on board. He's got the Piat out. Harper's there. Harper's just spotted him though. Oh, Rocker, so unfortunate. Harper, I believe, is the German commander. Yep. German commander just fortunately spotting Rocker on the flank. And Rocker goes down so close to being able to do big damage to that King Tiger. Unfortunate for him then. Unfortunate. I wonder if that was the butterfly effect going on. Because it looked like Harper, the German commander, originally was running south. Maybe to try to get his command car back. Command car got blown up. So it's like, alright, you destroyed my command car. I'm going to start heading north then. And in turn, he ran into Rocker, who was so close to place on that mine on the King Tiger. So the battle has slowed down a little bit. Rip looks like they're getting in position to make their next attack. What is going on over here? Meantime, we've got Salty. Sheson. I'm sorry, man. Oh, so we've got 2 tanks working side by side. We've got a Hellcat. No, Wolverine. Oh, no. We've got the Wolverine and a Churchill. So, you know, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. You know, they've got 1 tank that's usable, you know. Oh, I hate the Wolverine. Salty here, Pioneer. Trying to deal with these tanks. So the Rip guys have had their tanks located. Salty is a Pioneer. Looks like he's trying to get in position to disable these tanks. He's going to chase the Wolverine. Easiest target, really, the Wolverine. I would honestly turn around and go for the Churchill. To me, the Churchill would be the big prize. The Wolverine, yeah, that looks like he's changed his mind. Or I'll just stay on board. Or has he changed his mind again? Oh, one King Tiger has actually been killed at some point. We unfortunately missed that King Tiger. I assume that King Tiger got teamed up on by the Churchill and Wolverine. Probably looks like he got ammo racked. Salty coming forward. He's going to try to take out the engine of the Churchill. If he can disable the Churchill and get a Stuka on it, that'd be incredible. Plays in HE. I don't think the HE actually does significant damage to the Churchill. I think it'll piss it off a little bit. But I don't think it's going to do significant damage. We'll see here. He will kill Tempin, though. Tempin gets detonated. It did a tiny bit of damage to the Churchill. The HE isn't that effective. Salty almost bled out himself. He is... Oh, Salty, there he goes. He gets splash damage. He actually dies. Tempin, unfortunately, he got detonated. But the Churchill is going to survive. It will live. They just need to get its engine repaired and most likely take it back to main base. But that's one King Tiger dead for 6GA. If I remember my tank decks correctly, that means the only other heavy 6GA have is that other Tiger. Once that other Tiger dies, they have to rely on P3s and P4s from there on. There's a blown up vehicle over here. This looks like a German MSP. So a German MSP has been taken out on the east flank of Cap. TJ leading his squad in. Oh, sorry. Why do I keep saying TJ? It's because it's TJ Miller. JT moving in with his squad. Moby Duck, Evan Sales, Chadders, and Dave. They get sprayed down by Harper, German commander with that MP40, spraying them down. Timothy leading a squad with Crazy, Slug, 70 Necrom. Okay, that's a name. Harper gets killed. That's 2 tickets lost for Harper. Commander's worth 2 tickets, obviously. Tickets still very even. Nothing in it. You can basically call them even at this point. Where is that second King Tiger? I see a blown up vehicle. Is that the second King Tiger? Did the second King Tiger drive into... That looks like the second King Tiger. Don't tell me the second King Tiger drove into... No, it isn't. It's a Stug. So a Stug has been killed. There is the Allied command car here for RIP. Where did that second King Tiger go? So a Stug has been killed. So another tank lost for 6GA. 6GA are operating their tanks a little bit differently this game. How 6GA used their tanks in the EU tournament, they worked side by side. Where one tank went, the other tank followed. This game, they've had their tanks separated. And so far, they've had mixed success with that. Jonah leading his squad with Rogue, Demon, and Caveman through. He's going to run right next to a rally. Can he get McBean? McBean, what's he running to? He can see an MSP. Did he locate the MSP? He knows... Jonah must have seen this MSP. Looks like he has. He's called it out. He stopped and looked at it. He gets sprayed down, but the MSP has been located now. They can maybe get artillery in here, get a bomb. Is McBean going to move the MSP? They must know it's been located. Yablinski over there, we see his name. He's taking a little bit of damage. I think Yablinski flanked and killed Caveman. So RIP have located a second MSP. If they could get that out, it would be very hard to land a bomb in there. That's the only thing. Dropping a bomb on there would be incredibly difficult because of the trees. Plenty of time still left. 40 minutes. And I've got to say, it looks like RIP have backed off for a second. They tried a coordinated push from all angles. They had a squad moving in from the east, the south, and the north. But those got repelled. 6GA have done a good job of spreading out. They've used their sporadicity, sporadic placements. Spread out. 6GA have spread out. They've created a perimeter. And they've repelled every attack so far. So RIP might need to, regather themselves here. Get all their assets available. Wait for their tanks to be online. Get their spawns in place. And try it again. I saw a destroyed vehicle over here. I don't know if it was a bug, but it looked like there was... Yeah, here it is. Is that an MSP? That looks like a allied MSP has been destroyed. I'm going to guess that was Fobbington. Located and destroyed that MSP in the north. The Rip still got rallies nearby. They're still able to push in. That command car for Rip has been blown up, so that's a 10 tickets lost for them. Command cars are still worth 10 tickets. So a recent update a couple of months ago was the commander was reduced from 5 to 2 tickets, which was a welcome change. I don't see anyone not liking that change. It means the commander is less punishable now, especially on public servers where a lot of random players take the commander purely so they can get an SMG and they'll just run and die 50 times. So the commander himself was reduced by 5 tickets, but his vehicle is still worth 10 tickets. So if you find the enemy command car, blow it up. It's an easy 10 tickets. Blow it up. There's some situations where you might not want to blow it up. You might want to hold it hostage, but man, that's an easy 10 tickets. Starkley running right next to Rosebird and Anderson. He's laying down. He's got his revolver out. He's got his gaming headset. He knows there's people nearby. Crazy Legs kills Anderson. Starkley's still there. Rosberg shoots him as he crawled along the dirt. And Nuffle is here. Slug, he gets sprayed down by Nuffle. Crom is still alive in the bush. He's got the Enfield. He misses 2 shots. Nuffle takes him out. Clean up there. Squad clean up. And they are close to the rally. Nuffle's no doubt going to run out. He's going to hear the rally go offline. Yeah, they heard the rally. They know the rally's here. They're looking for it. They can hear its radio. They must hear it. Yeah, Nuffle, did he spot it? They must have spotted it. There you go, finally, okay, finally. Yeah, those gaming headsets, turn your audio up. Tim, that's probably Tim's rally. He's looking to try save it. He gets a spray. Spray down, no kills. He wounds, but no kills. Watch out. Tim shoots to maim. He comes round, he pre-fires the corner. He's going inside. Any pre-fire? Pre-fires. Nuffle goes down with the pre-fire. Rosberg's holding outside. But Seb kills him, gets the shot in the side. Seb holds the angle. Tim goes down. DZ is over here. He's a friend of a clan, just trying to help out. He gets sprayed down by Schmidt with the MG42. So Rip, kind of strong start from Rip, but things have kind of loosened up a little bit. They kind of need to pull their assets together again and organize a solid coordinated attack all again. At the moment, they're pushing squad by squad. They keep getting caught, and they keep going down. JT spotted the rally. Didn't get the kill. He's got his revolver out. He gets sniped from the distance. He did spot the rally. His squad is behind. Cheddar's from 40 to 1, friend of the Rip clan. He gets sprayed down by Hazel. Grenades going out. Dave, Moby, Evans moving in, taking the bushes. Fenners at some point got sniped in the background. Dave, shots out. If they can get a grenade on that right, although the radio man is back, so even if they did, they're going to have to kill this squad to eliminate 6J's presence on this side, because they'll just place down a new rally. Evans took a grenade. He's going to bleed out. He needs a bandage. He's going to bleed out if he doesn't bandage. Hazel flanking through the bushes. Moby goes down. He's going to continue. He's going to get the brain gunner as well. Moby goes down. Just Dave alive. Good grenade by Dave. Gets Christine. Dave gets sprayed. I heard a tank. I heard a P2. Or was it at 38? We've got a P38. Has arrived on the scene for Gourley and Grimes. I don't know what happened to that second King Tiger. I assume it's been destroyed. I can't find wherever it happened, but I don't see any King Tiger for 6GA now. It looks like both of them got destroyed. Unfortunate that I missed the second. Why? I missed both of them going down. Churchill returning. Big infantry push on the south of Cap. The T-38 is putting fire down. This Churchill will be able to support this infantry. And this is what Rip need. They need to start using their assets together. Start mobilizing like they did at the beginning. That Churchill behind will be able to support the infantry nicely. Easy kill for the Churchill as well on the P-38. Did the P-38 spot the Churchill and vice versa. That's actually allied smoke just blinded the Churchill to maybe an easy kill on the P-38. Aragon pushing down with Charlie behind. A couple of kills being exchanged here. 70 Crom is still alive. Stark behind, sorry, and Deep Z. Churchill pushing forward, looking to support infantry. Infantry need to support the Churchill as well. Make sure there's no AT who sneaks up behind it. Serious Dad, 10 Pin, and Dino. I can't make out that last name because it keeps getting blurred in. It's Weed. It's Weed Boy. So we've got Weed Boy. You see him on my channel a lot. He plays with me in tanks quite often. Good push coming in from the south, though, from Rip. They need to keep this up, keep winning this ground, push 6GA back. 6GA have created this perimeter around the cap. They need to push 6GA into the cap. At the moment, Rip is fighting for ground outside the cap. So they need to start pushing back. Ran right by Aragon then. Aragon gets sprayed down by Slug with the carbine. The Churchill's still there, but look at that AT from 6GA sneaking behind. 6GA have clearly communicated that there's a tank on the field in the south, and you can see that AT now sneaking up behind this Churchill. Grenades going out. There is a push from Batmoon and his squad over on the, the southeastern side. Churchill coming across the field now. Salty's there. Salty's the pioneer. Salty gets shot in the back, so that's good. That's one AT guy dead. Look at this push coming in. Rip doing their best. Doing the best they can to secure land. They've pushed 6GA on the direct south all the way back into the cap. There's still a few infantry alive for 6GA. They need to get that rally down. They really need to smack that rally there so 6GA lose their spawn here. Every time they get close, Rip just get pushed off. They need that rally to go down because they just keep spawning on this little flank here, halting the push from Rip and harassing them. Rip doing a good job. They've actually made it just to the outskirts of the first building. Physics there. He goes down. Churchill putting shots in on range. Here comes Shaw. He's 80. I believe he's 80. He's going to pull out a Panzer Shrek any second or a mine. There he goes. No one's watching the tank. Cheddar's is on the left. It's Cheddar. And 10 Pin with a spray. Using the adjustable periscope, no doubt. 10 Pin in the commander seat. Spotted the AT trying to flank. Took him out. Rip. A rally in the open there. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. Tim and his squad pushing forward. A few grenades through the trees now. There goes one grenade. Tim. One grenade goes out by Tim. Kills there. Where's the second grenade going to land? A little bit too far to the left. Starkley's moving forward. Crawling through the trees. There's an MG42 here. Starkley misses a shot. Not sure how. Second shot, he gets the headshot. Good. They're on the rally. The rally is down. Good job by Tim. Securing that flank. The push in the center has kind of been halted in the center south. Tim is moving forward. He's outside the tank at this point. Putting shots down. He gets a kill there. Williams, I'm not sure what Williams is. He's maybe 18. And there's that P-38 coming around on the flank. Churchill very brave at this point. Churchill pushing all the way forward to the cap. Tim and his squad, they still haven't taken down that rally. They need to take that rally down. And it finally went. It just disappeared. Okay, might have been a bug. Or 6J replaced it somewhere else. Either way, the rally's down. The P-38 is on the flank. No doubt the Churchill crew must have heard the P-38. Good push coming in here from Rip on the south. Jonah leading with his squad. 10 Pin, actually the tank squad leader, leading the way actually. 10 Pin heard the sound of a engine. He's looking in the direction of where the tank is. P-38 is on the flank. That P-38 is actually going to be a perfect flank for the infantry here on the south. That Churchill needs to deal with that quickly before that P-38 takes out the rallies and the infantry. 10 Pin gets sprayed down. He gets shot by Salty. Churchill trying to act to deal with this P-38 before it's too late. Churchill reversing. Good reverse. If the Churchill carries on like this, it's going to run right in front of the P-38, which will be perfect. There you go. The Churchill must have spotted the P-38. We'll just be on board here. It should be an easy kill for the Churchill. Has he spotted the P-38? Looks like he's tracing. He's tracing it. The gunner's tracing, looking for that shot. No, he can't spot him through the trees. P38 is going to... Oh, there he goes. One shot. Boom. P38, half its health is gone. Can the Churchill finish the shot? Shaw is moving in. Shaw, the AT. He's got that Panzerschreck or Panzerfaust. Boom. One shot. Ammo. The ammo rack of the Churchill. Now the Churchill's at half health. Churchill is more valuable. It needs to get out. Dave took down the AT. Dave saving the Churchill. The Churchill's going to retreat south. Boom. Second shot. The engine of the Churchill is down. What a long-range shot that was from Salty. Look at the distance there. Churchill, incredibly low on health. One more Panzerschreck like that, and the Churchill's going to go down, and then the Allies are going to lose both their heavy Churchills. This Churchill needs protection now. Infantry need to support the Churchill. 10 ping goes down as he was trying to get back in his tank. Churchill needs to get to a bear crane. Churchill is now stuck. Ooh, risky for the Churchill. Will it goes down? We'll have to see. Rip's still doing a good job. Meanwhile, on cap, look at the Rip infantry on cap. They've started to clear out the buildings. It's very messy on cap. It's very even. 6GA have people defending as Rip rush into the buildings. It's very back and forth at the moment. I'm going to have to keep an eye because I'm not getting notifications for caps for some reason. But the cap is still in 6GA's hands for the time being. The Churchill's now retreating. The Churchill's just run right in front of a tank. What tank is that? Whatever it is, it missed its first shot. It's a P3. It's a early P3, and the P3 goes down. Rocker, the AT. I'm not sure that tank could have penned the Churchill from that angle. Maybe. I've not actually seen that matchup before. The early 1940s P3 was that, or P4? I'm not sure if it could have actually penned the Churchill, but it didn't matter anyway because Rocker was there to support the Churchill, so good job there. There's actually another tank in the south. Rip are starting to fall behind on tickets at this point. Almost a 50 ticket difference there. Rip is starting to fall behind. Wolverine on the south here. Not a great tank for infantry support. It does have HE, but it's mostly a tank killer. So it's not a great tank to support the infantry, but it can put shots down range, maybe help clear out the buildings. Meanwhile, look, 6G have reclaimed that field. 6GA have moved back into that field, and they've reclaimed it. There is a full Rip squad in the main building here, and there is a P38 very low in health. That P38, you breathe on that P38 at this point, and it will die. Artillery on the rear. And the P38 goes down. I'm not quite sure what shot the P38. It sounded like a Piat. But either way, was it Batmoon? It could have been Batmoon on the flank. The P38 goes down, so the 6J have lost all their armor capability on cap. Rip have the advantage in armor now. If they can get their armor to support infantry at this point, they have the advantage in terms of armor on the field. Rip repairing their Churchill. The Wolverines still putting shots down range. Still just bombarding the cap the best they can. Tickets. 30 tickets in it now. Those tanks quickly change things. Is that MSP still up? That we saw in the trees. I can't see it. Yep. There's still an MSP here on the rear. So that MSP for 6J is still in the trees. So it looks like Rip have done their best. They're approaching on every angle so far, their infantry. They've got attacks in the south, in the north, in the east, in the west. They've got tanks bombarding in the distance. They're doing a good job. There's even a Rip squad that is being encircled on the cap. Tim and his squad are doing their best to hold down this building in the center of the cap. They are completely surrounded. Oh, I'm sorry, chat. So Tim and his squad are doing their best. They're holed up in one building, completely cut off and encircled. It's actually a good distraction, though. What Tim's squad is doing is actually being a good distraction, because look at 6GA. 6GA has had to pull most of its troops back into the cap to deal with that one squad, allowing for Jonah. Jonah basically just walks in cap at this point, because all of 6J's defenders have moved to try deal with Tim and his squad. So Jonah putting shots down range. He gets a kill on, who's that? Armoured? Churchill is back in action. He's in the south field putting shots down range. Getting a few kills here and there. Pretty good. Time, 25 minutes. Rip. I need to start thinking about time now. Only 25 minutes. 25 minutes passes quick in competitive games. And there goes the Churchill. Ammo racked by... Who got the ammo rack on the Churchill with a Panzerschreck? Was it Christine? It was. It was... I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Christine? Ammo racked the Churchill from an incredible distance there. The Panzerschreck can do that, so the Churchill goes down. That's the importance of having infantry nearby to support your tanks. One shot like that, Churchill goes down from full health. A bomb? Was that a bomb on the MSP? That bomb landed on, I believe that was the old MSP spot. So 6J moved the MSP. Oh no, the MSP has gone down. I'm not sure it was the bomb that killed the MSP though. I think it was Batmoon or Mac who actually killed the MSP. Either way, the 6J MSP have gone down. Rip have lost a lot of tickets though. With that Churchill being killed, which I believe is 15 tickets. The tickets have distanced further again. So over 50 ticket lead now for 6GA. I haven't seen that many mortars, I've got to say, from Rip this game. We've got mortars landing here from Rip, but I believe that's only one mortar compared to what we usually see from Rip, where they have a full mortar squad of 3 to 4 individuals. I've only really seen one mortar firing for Rip throughout this game. So I wonder if they've had a little change in I don't know how you'd call it, design philosophy when it comes to attack. Ferrex there had a suppressor on his Enfield. 6J have been wiped out on this building, so Rip have secured the south, really. If a few more infantry can get on the south. Smoke on cap. Smoke coming down to help shelter and conceal TJ infantry's push on the north side. Infantry push coming in on the south as well. Like I said, Rip have secured the south buildings. If Rip can get themselves in these buildings, that'd be incredibly good for them. Because 6J have kind of lost bodies on cap at this point. With that MSP going down and the rallies destroyed, 6J are falling low on numbers. Is that a P2 or is it another P38? Another P38 on the field here. Oh no, it is a P2, sorry. P2 on the field, Reader more P2, incredibly good tank. The point has been neutralized. Rip have neutralized the point. That P2 is an incredibly good tank. Artillery coming down on cap. North of cap, I'm going to assume that's Rip artillery. There it goes. It got 2 kills, killing infantry that was trying to reinforce from 6J. And I think Rip are going to take the cap here. Unless that artillery does some nasty friendly fire, I think Rip are going to take the second cap here with 20 minutes left. Incredible job. This P2 is going to be very scary, though. This P2 is incredibly good at taking out infantry. Look at the shot. Rapid fire 20 mil. Incredibly powerful for clearing out infantry. Yablinski gets taken out there. You just saw Yablinski getting shot. Sound of the Enfield. We've got a Stuka. I'm trying to spot where it is in the sky. Stuka coming straight down. 2 Stukas coming down on cap. Boom. Tim goes flying. Second Stuka. Boom. On the building. Kills a couple of infantry inside the building. But a little bit too late. Rip have secured the cap. 2 caps go to Rip. Tickets. About 50 tickets in it. The P2 here coming to get some easy kills maybe. Look at the shots going into the buildings. This P2 will be weak though. A Piat. 2 Piats will take out this P2. And shot in the back by the Wolverine. Can the Wolverine finish it off? Look how weak the Wolverine is though. That Wolverine did barely any damage to the back of a P2. The Wolverine really does need a increase in either its damage, its reload or something. The Wolverine is an incredibly weak tank, I feel. Even the P2 took minimal damage from a direct rear shot in what's supposed to be a tank killer. That was the Wolverine, right? Or am I mistaken? It could have been something else. Or is it a Sherman? Sherman, my bad. That was a Sherman. So a Sherman in the back. Okay. More understandable. But look at Christie here. Will Christie get another kill? Another tank kill? Sneaking up on the Sherman. Sherman's out on its own. The Sherman does have good visibility, though, with periscopes. Looks like Chris has run out of rockets for their Shrek. They've only got a mine left. Sirius Dad gets headshot. Gets killed through the hatch. Weed and Dino, the only one left inside the tank, so the tank is now 2-man. Do they know? Do they know they just had a crewman die? They must have known and heard the gunshot. DZ heard it. He's coming to try to revive. And there goes the engine of the Sherman. The mine has been planted. It won't kill the Sherman. It will disable it. And I think Christie will have a heavy grenade. There goes the engine. So the grenade will do some damage. It won't kill it, but it will take it down to about half health. If it's a good hit. Wasn't a great hit. Still above half health. If they have a rocket, though, but I don't think they do. No rocket. They're just going to mark it. Maybe get a Stuck-in. No, actually, no. They use both Stukas. And there goes. The Sherman gets the kill. Firing close fire behind. So let's move on to the next cap. The next cap is Factory. Factory, incredibly difficult cap to take. Basically, it's a fortress again on a hill. It's an uphill fight for Rip. Time, 30 minutes. 6J are already doing a good job of spreading out, securing the buildings. They're not just going to sit on the cap. They're going to spread out, set a perimeter, send out scouts, send out spotters to make sure they can get all the information they can. So this is the cap here, the factory area. You can see it's on a raised ground, lots of buildings, lots of windows, great covering and concealment. Incredibly difficult cap to take. We've got a Rip squad moving in on the... What would this be? This would be the Never East Ready to Eat east side. And they are going to find an MSP. This MSP will go offline, but if they get too close, the MSP will go offline. But if they stay back, if Rip stay back, wait, this will still be a surprise attack. But they're not. They've already moved in. They're putting shots down range. So this surprise attack is now known about. Your Blitzkrieg gets sprayed down again then. Do they have something that can kill the MSP? If Rip can kill this MSP, not only is that 10 tickets, but it means 6J have just lost one of their spawns. It does mean this surprise attack has been discovered. The surprise attack has been discovered. So the element has gone. They have spotted the MSP, but they need to destroy it. Do they have the capabilities of destroying this MSP? A bomb would be risky. JT, he gets sprayed down by McBean. McBean coming back to try to save the MSP. McBean with the MP40. McBean has the advantage. There goes Dave. Dave goes down. And there goes the MSP. McBean gets shot in the side by Fenners. Cheddar's plays the mine. MSP goes down. 10 tickets for Rip there. Nice 10 tickets they got. Also, 6J have lost their spawns on the east side. So Rip securing the tree lines on the east. Good job for Rip. The east is a good approach for this cap because it has a lot of concealment. They can then push up the hill a lot quicker and into the factory. So 6J on the east have already been pushed back onto the factory borders. Meanwhile, look at this. Again, we keep mentioning this, and this is what you'll see in competitive games. 6GA are doing what all competitive clans do. They don't just sit back on the cap and wait to be attacked. They go out and they set a perimeter. What is going on with DZ? That was a weird... He's just a triangle. There we go. Zoom in a little bit so he's not just a triangle. So 6GA, they're not just going to sit back on the cap. They're going out and setting up a perimeter, which is what you find all competitive clans do. Rosberg pistol, headshots, DZ. And how many times... What is that? There's something... I'm not going to fly all the way over there, but there seems to be a dead vehicle all the way in the distance. I assume that is Rip, maybe with a scout car, or maybe a Logi destroyed another Logi at some point. 50 tickets difference here. 30 minutes left. Rip can still take caps here. 6GA don't have any heavy tanks left. Rip, we don't know what tanks Rip have yet. I assume Rip are also out of heavy tanks. They're using a Wolverine and a Sherman. So I assume Rip are also short on tanks at this point. And the attack, meantime, has kind of slowed up a little bit. There has been a Rip squad here that have flanked around this 6GA squad. This 6GA squad maybe pushed out a little bit too far. A Rip squad was able to squeeze through, led by Jonah, Sergeant, Captain Caveman, Rogue Demon, and Physics. Jonah pushing in. Bowler is on the roof. Question is, does Jonah know how to get onto the roof? Not a lot of players know how to get on the roof. Jonah's gone inside. He's the only one alive for his squad. The 6GA squad that pushed out is now starting to fall back. And look at Dave and the rest of the members that spawn on that squad. They're moving in. They're actually going to find the rally for the 6GA here, which will be incredible. It'll be incredible for them if they do, because that means the 6GA will lose their position over here. Dave, please tell me you heard. Please tell me you heard the rally. No, no, please. You were close enough to hear it. Keep going, keep going. You've almost found the rally. Fennis, you're so close. Dave, just turn around. Seb is starting to shoot them in the back now. They were so close to that rally. They should have been close enough to hear the radio on the rally as it goes offline. It makes that funny little noise as it goes offline. And I know, I'm great at sound effects. I know. I'm often scouted by gaming companies. They want to hire me to use my voice to do all their sound effects. Meanwhile, 6GA, look, they've got to rally back down in this East Forest. This East Forest is so important for this cap. You want to hold this East Forest. 6GA know that. They've moved back out and they've re-secured the Eastern Forest. They've pushed Rip back. They placed the rally basically where the MSP was. That shows how valuable holding that position is. The 6GA squad over here on the, what would this be, the southwestern side. They've pushed Rip back. Rip had a moment there where they almost wiped this squad, and this squad would have gone all the way back to main base because there's no MSPs nearby. If they took out that rally, this squad would have gone all the way back to main base, which would have been incredible for Rip. But that's the importance of having a good gaming headset, turning your volume up to be able to hear these sound cues. Physics going to run right next to Nuffle. The grenade launcher in pure reaction, bam, Nuffle takes it, and then the gammon bombers. a bit overkill there, Physics, but hey, you got the job done, you know. A gammon and a grenade launcher. Okay, you got to do what you got to do. Sherman here with Dino, Wheat, 10-pin, and Serious Dad. Putting some shots down range. Charlie goes down. There's been no pushes yet on this angle. So that Sherman is finally the first push. There's that P2. I believe the P2 can actually damage the... look at 10-pin. You can tell 10-pin's got his volume turned up. 10-pin has his volume turned up. He's got his gaming headset on. He heard the P2 sneaking behind, and he was looking for it. He's told his squad, go find that P2. 10-pin, I can tell 10-pin is playing serious tonight. He's got his volume cranked up. He's charged his gaming headset. The Sherman must be able to hear the P2. The P2's actually got quite a loud and distinctive engine. But there comes a P3 as well. The Sherman's going to be sandwiched. The P3 can pen the Sherman. And also the P2 can also pen the Sherman at the right angle and do crew damage and engine damage. Weed and Dino trying to drive the Sherman. The Sherman flanked from both sides. Look at the P2 putting shots in as well. Can the P2 get one kill here? Sherman. Sherman's half health on the P2. Can it finish off the P2 at least? Sherman's going to go down on the next shot. And the bounce on the P2. The P3 finishes off the Sherman. Tenpin's alive, but his crew is dead. Unfortunate for them. Now the P2 is going to finish off the crew here. Tenpin bleeds out from the HE. That was unfortunate for them. It was unfortunate that Tenpin went down. If Tenpin was still alive, because I feel like Tenpin's the one organizing. He's the one listening to the sound cues the most. If Tenpin was still alive, he could have probably heard the P3. There is the Wolverine over here, though. Look, with Jackal. They're trying to organize the Wolverine to get the kill on the P3. The Wolverine, this is easy kills for the Wolverine, but look how slow that turret speed is. By the time you need to turn the whole tank, you treat the Wolverine basically as a stuck. There you go, turning. Now he's got eyes on. Easy engine shot, reversing. No, 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 no. Okay. Jackal is chasing. They're trying to get the kill. This is what we talk. This is what I mentioned about 6J at the beginning of the game. You see how the P2 and P3 are now working in tangent with each other? That is how 6J operates their tanks for the most part. They work in combination with each other. And it's something we're seeing clans adapt to more and more. They're starting to do this thing where both tanks work side by side. It's something we didn't see much at the start of the tournament, but as we've gone on, we're seeing tank units now. They work. Sometimes 3 tanks all working side by side. Meanwhile, Tim leading his squad on the southernmost side of the factory, fighting for the buildings one by one. He's alive next to Salty. They both got a building each. DZ and 70 are nearby as well. Tim under fire. Salty's pushing forward. Salty has got the MP40. Tim's got the Sten. Tim fires first. His positions give away and he goes down. Unfortunately for Tim, Salty's going to revive his teammate Shaw over there. A rip push is coming in on the west side as well. TJ trying to lead that push. How much time? 23 minutes. 200 tickets left for Rip. Almost 300 for 6GA. I heard the P3. The Wolverine, long range shot there from the Wolverine. Slapped right into the P3. Can I get the other shot? The P3 slightly more than half health. The second shot from the Wolverine missing. P3's actually got stuck. P3 just hit a tree. Will there be another shot? No. P3 gets away in time. Meanwhile, Rocker over here, he wraps up. He gets the kill on the P2. I'm not sure what Rocker's doing all the way over here. Oh, it's the repair crane. Rocker camping the repair crane. What a ruthless bastard he is. Man, if you play tanks and Rocker's on the other team, seriously, watch out. Yeah, I mean, I've played against him before. You have to be constantly on edge when Rocker's playing AT and you're playing against him. He likes going for those tank kills. There is a stag hound out. The P3 is hiding. I'm just looking over the infantry, so it looks like 6GA are still holding this southwestern flank here. This P3 is trapped. The Staghound on one side, Wolverine on the other. P3 stuck in the middle. Staghound's looking to get it. The Staghound can kill the P3. It's hard for the Staghound to do, but it is possible. P3 has turned his engine off. He's listening. Look at him. These tanks are so much more fun. Engine for the P3 is turned on now. Let's go back over to the infantry. I find the medium and lightweight tanks are so much more fun than the heavy tanks. The challenge of using a light tank or a medium tank is so much more fun. Meanwhile, Rip are trying to push forward here on the western side. Fenner's getting a few shots in the back. Schmidt, Novel, Razovitsky is still alive, though. Razovensky is a grenadier. He's putting shots out. Meanwhile, that P3, I'm just keeping an eye on those tanks, because those tanks could change the course of this battle here. Bit of a standoff. The tanks. Jackal is moving forward. He's trying to scout the tank. Infantry-wise, kind of fallen back a little bit here for Rip. They've kind of lost their momentum. They've been pushed all the way out of the town. They've been pushed all the way back on the eastern side here to their fob, pretty much. Yablinski pushing forward. Look at 6GA. They're not just sending one man forward at this point. They're sending entire kill squads to find, locate, isolate, and destroy. That's what 6GA are doing. They're looking for the spawn points, and they're pushing Rip all the way back. Oh, there's a tank exchange going on. It looks like the Staghound took the first hit from the P3. Staghound less than half health. One big hit there has taken it down to less than half health. So that P3, that Staghound is going to have to get out of there now. Rocker has snuck up on the P3. Is Rocker going to get another tank kill here? Rocker's doing his best to place a mine on the P3. You can see, look at the driver. Look at the driver running away the best he can. The engine for the P3 goes out. The P3 is... you breathe on the P3 at this point and it's dead. And there goes the P3. Rocker throws the gammon. P3 goes down. Rocker continues his tank killing spree. Good job for Rocker. I lost what I was saying now. Oh, going back to the very beginning of this cap factory. Do you remember at the very beginning there was that squad from Rip that was pushing through this eastern forest that was undetected, and then they ran up on the MSP. I can't help but think if they just held fire, if they didn't give away their position, if they waited, destroyed the MSP, and then pushed forward, Rip could have secured the entire forest and then have been ready to push in on the factory. But because they started shooting and their position was their surprise attack was given away so early, they lost all that ground they gained. I can't help but think if they just held fire, they could have got the surprise on them. Cook pushing forward. Cook might have heard where the rally is. Cook, sniper. He's right next to the rally. This rally may be offline. 15 meters. I'm not sure if Cook... He's running away anyway, so either way, that rally is going to stay up. Cook just narrowly missed it. I'm hearing explosions going on over here. Oh, there's another tank for 6J. A tank has been ambushed by Women, Weed, and Weather. Is it another P3? It's another P3. It's less than half health. It's been ambushed by an AT. It's going to have to immediately go back and get repaired. So Rip have maintained the armor control. That's what Rip has done this game. Rip has done a better job at maintaining a presence with their armor. But every time their armor gets in a position to help the infantry, they get taken out and pushed back. Is that a dead Staghound or is this just smoke? I'm not sure why there was a smoke barrage over here on the south, because there's no one over here on the south, but at some point there was smoke. Maybe misplaced mortars? Hard to say. Time, 17 minutes. Rip, 140 tickets. 6GA, over 200. So, as it stands, 6GA have the victory so far. A push on the north side. An angle that wasn't being watched as much by 6GA. A push coming in. A good push. A few kills for 6GA. For Rip. But immediately, the squad that was the squad that was held up in the factory, basically the fallback squad, moved. They positioned to the north, and Rip has been repelled in the north already. So good work there by 6GA. Their squad that is on the cap, reacting wisely, shifting positions. Artillery, that is now 6J artillery coming down on the Rip position in the north. Not going to get any kills really, most likely. The infantry did enough on their own, but Moby got killed by the artillery, so one kill for the artillery there. The fob in the far east was taken out as well by this kill squad of Rem, McBean, Lecter, Yablinski, and Cook and King. Kill squad here that have moved forward. They've completely secured the eastern forest now, so Rip needs to start all over again. Rip having to start all over again now. They've lost their fob, pushed out of the east, pushed out of the north. Now they only hold a position in the west. I think is Razonsky. Yep, destroyed the rally. Staghound going forward now. Staghound looking maybe just to find MSPs and vehicles. Maybe at this point just scouting. Staghound has to be careful. One Panzerschreck and it will go down. So the Staghound has to be a little bit cautious. It can't just rush straight in. One shot. Didn't do any damage. It hit. I believe that hit. It was a good shot. But the Staghound seems to take no damage from that Panzerfaust. That was strange. I think it hit. Smoke barrage on the north side of the factory here. A little bit late. There's nothing really there to support it. There's no infantry ready to move in. The Staghound just doing a drive-by through the cap. Blitzkrieg firing with his MP40 on the Staghound. You're good, Blitzkrieg, but you're not that good. Staghound just driving around the cap at this point, trying to get some drive-by kills. Maybe trying just to distract 6G8 infantry. Force that infantry to keep their heads down. It has to be careful, though. It can't do too many of those runs because the 6G8 AT will be waiting. They'll be waiting and ready to blast it the moment it drives by if it keeps doing things like that. Tim and his squad pushing on the northwest now. Almost moving into the buildings. They could start maybe clearing out the buildings. You can see JT has cleared out one of the barn buildings on the north side. Where's the Wolverine? I actually can't see where the Wolverine is. Maybe it went to get rearmed? Wolverine is still alive. It's not dead. The Staghound looping back around maybe to do another pass. 100 tickets for RIP. 6J almost have a 100 ticket lead at this point. Look how close to death that P3 is again. If this P3 crashes into a tree, it's basically dead at this point. And it sounds like they have another P3. Another P... Look at him. You can't stop him. Rocker. He hears a tank. He gets thirsty for that tank. Look at him go. What an absolute animal. You got to say, Rocco's done an incredible job tonight. Along with women, weed, and weather. Rocco could actually get 2 tank kills here, really. He could finish off that one. He's under fire now. 1 P3 shooting at him. Go on, Rocco. Do a long-range Piat. Long-range Piat, I believe. He's throwing some smoke out. Yeah, he goes down. He should have gone for the long-range Piat. Use it as a mortar. Who knows? Meanwhile, this rally over here that was so close to being discovered. This rally has been a constant thorn in the side for RIP on the south side here. They just keep spawning 6G. And every time they push here on the south, this squad flanks around, comes in the back, and then RIP ended up being sandwiched on both sides. RIP are starting to push in on cap. RIP are starting to push it on cap. They are starting to clear out. They've cleared out the northwest side buildings. Artillery on cap. Good artillery, actually. Getting a couple of kills. 3 kills. 4 kills. A good artillery. RIP. If they keep up like this, if they keep just pushing back, if they get some armor support, they might actually be able to take the factory here. It's going to be hard. There are P3s on the scene. Time is running out, though. Smoke coming in now. Here comes the Staghound again. It's firing down the road. Look at that. Rem has found... Him and Jablinski have found a rally again. The rally in the north goes down. It's just... Oh, the P3 has spotted the Staghound. This is going to be an easy kill for this P3. Staghound can't really do much to the P3 on a frontal engagement. P3 spotted the Staghound? Staghound hasn't spotted the P3. The Staghound's too busy killing infantry. Got the kill on Jablinski. Here comes the P3. This will be an easy kill for the P3. It will take 2 shots, but it will be a kill. Not even that. 1 shot, boom. Staghound goes down. Not sure if he heard the engine or not. But like we said, look, Nuffle and his squad are now flanking behind RIP, who took this, describe that, governor's building, manor building. Rip holding up that, but they're going to get encircled again. Now the Staghound's gone down, so armor advantage has switched over to 6GA now, with 2 P3s on the scene. And a good push from Rip. It was a good push from Rip, but just wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough. 6GA was too embedded. No close range tank support for Rip. That's where they needed that Churchill. They needed that Firefly or Sherman, something that could go toe-to-toe with the P3. That Staghound was never going to win in a straight fight with the P3. Radovsky making away with his life there. Bullets flying around him, but he manages to get away. There is a rally down here for the Rip guys, but that rally is going to go down. It's in a real bad position. Charlie moving in. That rally now will be offline because Charlie's in range to make that rally go offline. P3 is nearby. Slug moving to try secure the rally. Slug and Crazy Legs, the only ones alive. They're trying to keep the rally alive, but they're going to have to clear all these buildings to find where the rally's being held offline. TJ and his squad moving in, helping support here. They need Rocker on this P3. There's Rocker in the background. Rocker's trying to come and get eyes on this P3. This P3 is going to hold up all the infantry here from Rip. 70 tickets left. A 100 ticket lead now for 6GA. One shot on the P3. Takes it down to half health. Rocker got killed. I'm not sure who hit the P3. It must have been Women with Weed because he's 80 as well. So the P3 is going to have to back off now. It's at half health. Can Rocker get another hit on it? Rocker could kill the P3 here. He's got his P out. Can Rocker land the shot? The P3's close. The P3 would have spotted... Gammon Bomb now from Weed. Can he get the Gammon Bomb out? Killed himself. But the P3 goes down in turn. Tank down. Jonah and his... Look at the infantry pushing forward now. Now that the P3 is dead, look at the infantry coming forward. Jonah leading the charge. Starkey behind. Tim, DB, Dave. Tim, nice little double kill spray there from Tim. Tim getting shot by a pistol. Tim doesn't care. He's pushing forward. Salty running out in front of him, but just missed each other. Tim moving to secure the first of the factory buildings. More Rip soldiers pushing forward now. Aragon's on the alive on the outside, running in to try find where Tim is. Tim's clearing out the buildings the best he can. Tim fell down right in front of Aragon, but he manages to get away somehow. Tim trying to find where this MG is. Tim gets sprayed. The MG42 spraying Tim down. Cheese right with that MG holding the angle with an MG there. Williams is alive. Is that more mortars? Artillery. 6GA artillery coming down on the Rip position. I heard a bazooka, Piat then. Not quite sure where, but I heard a bazooka go off. Good artillery. Got a couple of kills. It would have suppressed the Rip guys. Less than 50 tickets. 7 minutes left. That might have been the last big push we see of this match. It is going to be a 6GA victory. Unless a miracle happens. Stuka coming in now. Good Stuka, actually. Didn't get the rally, but it was in a good position to help support infantry. 6GA doing a good job. They collapsed defenders onto the Rip position. Oh, look at all Rip going down here. Rip at this point, I think Rip at this point will be telling people not to give up. Start conserving whatever tickets we have left and start going for kills. Because it's been a very close game. Rip have done a good job. They've taken 2 caps. They've killed a lot of tanks and MSPs as well. So Rip probably think, you know, this could come down to a ticket game. We might still win on tickets. And they're not wrong. It's only 100 tickets in it. And obviously defenders get the advantage because they're defending. So they always really, in theory, have the advantage when it comes to ticket reservation. Staghound, drive by. It's going YOLO. Might pick up a few kills here. Or is he going to get clapped by 80 as it drives through? Not sure who's driving. The P3, I can hear the P3. The P3 is back with medium raw. The Staghound can kill the P3. Another Stuka coming in. Good hit with the Stuka. Killed a few infantry there. Staghound is right behind the P3. Rocker's also coming forward. Rocker wants to get another tank kill. The Staghound is going to go down here. The Staghound is on low health. Unless it does something quickly. Can it save itself? Can the Staghound save itself? I think the Staghound just is going to save itself. Rocker is running forward, trying to save the Staghound and trying to get another kill. Rocker's under fire. Staghound is running away the best it can. Jackal is a crewman for tanks. Women and Weed chasing the P3. The P3 is actually chasing after the Staghound. Another explosion there. 10-pin, Gorley go down. 30 tickets left. 4 minutes left for Rip. The Staghound's retreating. It's going to go repair. Women, Weed, Rocker, and Jackal. Look at them. All chasing this P3. Oh, there's the Wolverine. Come on, Wolverine. Get a kill. Get a tank kill. I believe. Mustang coming in. Bombing run. Landed on the factory. Don't think it got any kills. We'll just stay on board. See if Women and Weed can get this P3. The P3 is now sandwiched between Women and Rocker. Come on. One hit. Boom. This P3 is going to go down. Surrounded by 80. You don't run away from Rocker and Women. P3 goes down. So at the end of the game here, another tank kill for Rocker and Women. So they've AT for Rip have done an incredible game. Have had an incredible game tonight. Plenty of tank kills for them. The Staghound got repaired. The Staghound is coming back. Less than 30 tickets. Strafe's coming in. That Strafe actually bugged out. All its shots hit the border of the map. It actually didn't do any damage. Hopefully that gets fixed in the future. 3 minutes left. Rip need to get on the cap now if they want a chance of winning, but I think that's it. I think that's going to be a GG called at this point. It would be a miracle if Rip could get on cap at this point and start neutralizing. But that is going to be a 6GA victory. Good game all around, though. Rip had an incredibly strong start to this match. They punched straight through the defense of 6GA at the beginning. Did an incredible job. They lost a little bit of momentum on the second cap. They kind of lost their steam on the second cap. And from there, it kind of just fizzled out a little bit. A really strong start, but fizzled out just a little bit towards the end. 6GA did a great job on defense, as usual. Jonah. A little fact about 6GA. During the EU tournament, 6GA didn't lose a single cap on defense. They didn't lose a single cap, I don't think. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure on defense, 6GA never lost a cap. So the fact that Rip took 2 caps tonight shows how hard and how well Rip actually played. Because 6GA have an incredibly strong defense. And they managed to push through not 1, but 2 caps. And the first cap on this map is incredibly difficult. The factory is an incredibly difficult cap to take. So Rip, no. Got to be proud of themselves here tonight. They did a good job. Is Fenner's going to spot the rally? He's close, maybe? No? Okay. You know what? I might carry on streaming after this. If you're watching on Twitch, don't go away. I will restart the stream without a delay. And we'll watch the replay afterwards. So if you're watching live on Twitch, do not go away. We'll watch the replay live without a delay. And we'll talk about the match. This is from my YouTube audience now, though. YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, Did you know 60% of you aren't subscribed who are watching this video right now on YouTube? Hit the subscribe button. Not only that, drop by the Twitch channel. You're missing out on 90% of the content. Drop by the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/the_Yazoo to see all the content. We do giveaways, we laugh, we cry, we talk, we enjoy the company of each other. You missed the interview yesterday with Snazzy where you could have asked your questions to the devs live. So yeah, make sure you get here live. The Wolverine now is pushing in. Back to the game. So bye YouTube. Remember, like, subscribe. Back to the game now. GG well plays are being called by the players in chat. 2 seconds left. 8 tickets left. GG all rounds. Let's have a look at the kills quickly. Here are the kill boards. Just run down them. If you want to see them, pause. Pause wherever. If you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, there's all the kills. So like I said, YouTube, I'll see you next time. And if you're on Twitch, don't go away. I'm going to restart the stream without a delay. I'll be back very soon, unless we're going to